Anthropologie featured men to advertise women's clothing, and fans were not happy. Anthropologie is a popular fashion brand that originated in 1992 with a single store in Wayne, Pennsylvania. The brand quickly gained popularity for its bohemian chic aesthetic and unique, vintage-inspired clothing. They have since expanded to over 200 stores across North America, Europe, and Asia, and have become known for an eclectic mix of clothing, accessories, and home decor. Recently, Anthropologie faced backlash on social media after using a male model to promote its women's clothing line on Instagram. Many customers and followers of the brand were upset by the decision, arguing that it went against basic common sense and care for their female fanbase. On Wednesday, Anthropologie posted a reel on Instagram featuring a tall man with a shaved haircut who was dancing while trying on a variety of women's clothing. He started with a pair of light wash jeans and black tank top, then changed into a few different pink or red dresses. The men's genitals were bulging out of his small underwear as he danced and the skirt flew up. Within minutes, the comment section was full of backlash. Many women criticized the brand for promoting a gender-neutral agenda while they sell clothes for women, and others felt that the use of a male model was simply a publicity stunt to fit in with the progressive agenda. Allie Beth Stuckey, a conservative commentator and podcast host, wrote a comment about how the man wasn't even able to zip up one of the dresses all the way. This was visible in the video when he twirled around. She pointed out that this was because the dress was made for women, and women's bodies are built much differently than men's. Her comment was just one of thousands. Many women expressed disappointment, anger, and even disgust at Anthropologie, making it very clear that they weren't going to buy from the brand ever again. Not surprisingly, Anthropologie disabled the comments and they are no longer visible, but women kept commenting on other Anthropologie posts, refusing to give up the fight and demanding that the brand apologize. Pathetic to turn off comments. Way to silence the voices of the actual women who shop and wear your clothes. Hope that dude and his friends will come shop because I have a feeling you just lost more customers than you gained with this one. One woman wrote, "Seriously, I don't want to see a man's bulges as twirling in a dress. This is not the way to go, Anthropologie. Looks like my recent purchases are going back to the store." Another person said, "At what point will companies figure out who their target audience is? You guys obviously didn't see what happened with Bud Light. Does anyone ever ask why it is we are always seeing men wanting to be women, dress as women? Funny I haven't seen one men's clothing company go after the trans men market. Things that make you go another woman said. The brand will likely never apologize, but it's reassuring to note that many women are refusing to let this kind of content slide, because it's not crazy to ask that women's clothes be modeled by women. In recent years, transgender ideology has become increasingly prevalent in American society, leading to controversial decisions such as biological men participating in women's sports and being featured in women's beauty campaigns. Most women are opposed to this trend and support efforts to protect same-sex spaces. One example of the impact of transgender ideology on sports is the case of Leah Thomas, a male swimmer who transitioned to compete on the women's team at the University of Pennsylvania. While Thomas identifies as a woman, it's clear that allowing men like Thomas to compete against women is unfair and puts female athletes at a disadvantage. Another area where transgender ideology has taken hold is the beauty industry, where companies, such as Estee Lauder, have begun featuring biological men in women's makeup and beauty campaigns. While some claim that this is a positive step toward inclusivity, most are concerned about the impact on women's self-esteem and the erasure of the female experience. Anthropologie is the latest to fall in line with gender ideology, even if it means losing female customers, who are meant to be their base.